For years now, Harbor Freight has been pumping out wire feed welders that you can get for under $100, and people have been saying the same thing about them. They're junk. Now, my YouTube channel having over 500,000 views on the subject, I think I finally have to address the elephant in the room. Why do people hate these welders? Almost every day I get a comment on one of my videos about how big of a piece of trash this welder is. And rather than defending the welder, I always try to tell people the same thing. It was 87 bucks. What do you expect out of an $87 welder? But the truth is, if you watch the videos, it's obvious that the welder works, it lays down bead, and the beads hold. So there's only so much you can complain about when it comes to this welder. I think honestly the biggest problem with it is the price. 87 bucks? The type of people that you're attracting with that kind of price isn't exactly the most experienced group of welders, because it falls into two categories. Guys who have never welded before and they buy this thing to learn to weld, and the truth is it's kind of a difficult welder to use, so it's not a great opportunity to learn to weld unless you have a lot of time and maybe a little bit of coaching. That'll help you out a little bit. The other category is experienced welders or semi-experienced welders that are used to using good machines. Now, elephant in the room here, this is not a good welder. This is a very inexpensive AC flux core welder. It has everything going against it. But the reason I don't talk about that is because I want to encourage you guys to learn to work with what you have. And if you don't have a lot of money, this is a good way to get started with welding. And that's the reason that I put out these videos showing you guys how to do it. And then that's the reason I don't talk trash about it, because it was $87. It's a lot more than we deserve for that price. Okay, I finally said it. It's just not a very good welder. But the reason it's not a very good welder is the same reason you guys are buying it. It's because it's really cheap. If they were able to spend a little bit more money, you'd get a lot more welder. But instead, as it sits here, we have an AC output flux core welder, which means no shielding gas, and it's AC instead of DC. AC just doesn't lay down as good a beads. But the whole point is, if you're able to take the time and learn how to weld with one of these things, if you were to go pick up a Miller or a Lincoln, you're automatically going to be ahead of the curve, because you're going to pick that thing up and you won't believe how well they can weld. So these have a place, and if you can't afford more, I think it's a great option. At the end of the day, this is a really popular welder that works. So if you're not able to lay down a good bead with it, it's not the welder's fault. But good news is, I got lots of videos on the subject if you want to learn how to do it, and hopefully you'll be able to pick it up and you'll be laying down good beads in no time. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thanks always for doing your part to help make this world a strange place.